Simplifying the tax code is a big priority for Apple CEO Tim Cook. He'll be testifying on Capitol Hill next week and is expected to propose a dramatic simplification of the nation's corporate tax laws. Mary Thompson joins us now with more. Mary, so what's he expected to ask for?
Well, first of all, he's expected to say corporate taxes are too high. He told the Washington Post, I don't think they should go to zero, but they need to be reasonable. And second, as you mentioned, Susie, he's looking to simplify and restructure the tax code to make it a little bit more competitive.
How would he like to see it changed specifically? Or has he said?
He hasn't said. Apple won't give any details, but we've spoken with people who have spoken with Apple about developing this policy. So I think you can glean a couple of things. First of all, wants lower rates, make them competitive with the rest of the world. Second, he wants it changed to probably a market-based system, meaning that if you make money in, let's say, Singapore, you get taxed at the Singapore rate on those profits. You don't get taxed again when you bring that money back to the United States. Third, he could say something about improving the R&D tax credit, make it more competitive, make it better to incent innovation here in the United States.
And why is Tim Cook being asked to testify? We know that Apple has $100 billion overseas.
$102 billion to be exact, actually.
I mean, why Tim Cook?
Well, the Senate has been looking into whether or not a number of U.S. companies shelter U.S. profits overseas to avoid taxes. Now, the tech industry has come under a lot of criticism because they do have a lot of money, cash overseas. Apple says it doesn't do this. It reminds people that it has 66% of its sales generated overseas. It keeps the money it generates overseas because bringing it back, it would be taxed at a higher rate. So why bring it back and be penalized like that? But they want to make sure they don't funnel U.S. profits overseas. They do pay taxes. So he has been asked to come before them. Susie, as you said, they have over $102 billion overseas. So I think he's going to present a way, if you want that money back in the States, this is how you could allow us to bring it back.
What would they presumably do with that money? They, not only Apple, but corporations do with the money if they did bring it back?
The theory being is that if you bring down the barriers to bringing money back in the United States, companies would be more apt to start manufacturing here, build research and development facilities, et cetera. We have become more advantageous on a labor perspective with wages, et cetera. So now there is more reason to bring this money back. They might pay it out in a dividend again, but if you ask anyone, there's no guarantee that they would do this, and that's the big question.
All right, Mary Thompson, thank you very much. We appreciate it.